Hello everyone. Today I will explain what is divide and conquer, a powerful problem-solving strategy algorithm. Yeah. Okay. Next. First is introduction. Divide and conquer is one of the most widely used strategies in computer science for solving complex problems. The core idea is to break a large problem into smaller, more manageable subproblems, solve each subproblem independently, and then combine the result to solve the original problem. This method is not only efficient but also lends itself well to parallel processing and scalable solutions. In many cases, divide and conquer is a more efficient way to solve a problem compared to brute force or simpler methods. It is a foundational technique, especially in the design of algorithms. Explanation of technique and its process. First is divide. Split the problem into smaller subproblems. These subproblems are usually similar to the original problem but on a smaller scale. The idea is to divide the problem until the subproblems are trivial to solve. Conquer. Solve each subproblem recursively if a subproblem is still large. If gets divided further in some case, when the subproblem is small enough, it can be solved directly without further divisions, or call it the best case. 3. Combine. Once the subproblems are solved, combine their result to form the final solution to the original problem. The combination step might require some additional computation to merge the subproblem solutions correctly. Real-world examples. First, merge sorts. Merge sorts is a classic example of a divide and conquer algorithm used to sort data. Here is how it works. Divide. The array is divided into two halves. Conquer. Each half is recursively divided into smaller halves until the subarrays contain only one element. Combine. Once the subarrays are sorted or because a single element is trivially sorted, they are merged together in a sort order to form a large sorted array. Example. For an array, here is like you can see this all array. Merge sort will break it down as follow: split into two array like this one, and then here's, and then further split into like this, like split into single and other is like this. Recursively split until we have single element arrays. Begin merging the single element in sorted order. After that we compare like this ya kan, like this ya, 7 like this. Nah ya. Final merge yields on sorted array is like this guys. After we compare, like time complexity is 0 n log n. This is a very efficient sorting method compared to simpler algorithm like bubble sort, which has n quadrat like this, O and n quadrat time complexity. Quick sort. Quick sort is another example of divide and conquer. It works by selecting a pivot element and then rearranging the array into two parts, element less than the pivot and elements greater than the pivot. These two parts are then recursively sorted. Divide. Choose a pivot element and partition the array around it such that elements smaller than the pivot are on one side and larger elements are on the other. Conquer. Recursively sort the subarrays on either side of the pivot. Combine. No real combining step is required because the array is sorted in place. Example. For an array like this, quick sort, select a pivot, say 5. We will search 5. Then partition the array around the pivot. Okay, or pivot 5. Left is 1, right, like this. There are 4 value in array. After recursively sorting the subarray, you get like this, guys. Time complexity is n log n on average, so it can degrade to n quadrat if the pivot selection is poor. Advantage of divide and conquer. efficiency. Divide and conquer often results in algorithms with much better time complexity compared to other brute force approaches. For example, sorting algorithms like merge sort and quick sort are much faster than bubble sort and insertion sort with time complexity of n log n versus n quadrat. Parallelism. Because divide and conquer breaks down problems into smaller independent subproblems, these subproblems can often be solved in parallel. For instance, in the case of merge sort, each half of the array can be sorted concurrently on different processors, which leads to significant speedups in multi-core systems. Scalability. Divide and conquer scales well with larger input size by breaking down problems into smaller, more manageable parts. Divide and conquer algorithms can handle large datasets efficiently, making them ideal for big data applications. Challenge of divide and conquer. Memory usage. Many divide and conquer algorithms, especially those using recursion, can require a lot of memory. For example, merge sort needs additional memory to store the temporary array used during the merge process. This extra memory consumption can be a limiting factor in environment with tight memory constraints. And stack overflow in recursion. Recursive divide and conquer algorithm can lead to stack overflow if the recursion depth is too high. For instance, if an array is divided into subarray but the base case is never reached due to a pure choice of pivot in quicksort, the recursion might go too deep. Not always the best approach. Divide and conquer is not ideal for all types of problems. For example, if the problem cannot be easily divided into smaller subproblems, or if combining the subproblem result is overly complex, divide and conquer may not be the best approach. In such case, alternative strategies like dynamic programming or greedy algorithms may be more effective. When not use divide and conquer, first, when a problem doesn't naturally break down into smaller subproblems. Second, when recursion depth becomes too large. If a recursive solution requires too many recursive calls, leading to a risk of stack overflow. And last is if an algorithm's memory overhead is too high and memory is a constraint, a more memory efficient approach might be needed. Conclusion is divide and conquer is a fundamental strategy in computer science that offers a structured way to tackle complex problems. With its ability to break problems into smaller parts, solve them independently, and combine their solution, it has led to the development of some of the most efficient algorithms, such as merge sort and quicksort. While it offers significant advantage in terms of efficient parallelism and scalability, it's important to consider the potential challenges, such as high memory usage and recursion depth before applying it. Okay, thank you. That's all from me, and see you.